Hey guys, it's Coach Cannon. This week we're going to learn about cells a little more, plant and animal cell organelles, and we're going to identify common parts of the plant and animal cells. First of all, you should know that a cell is the basic unit of structure and function in all living things, and that a cell is the smallest unit of life on Earth. Most cells are microscopic. Microscopic means you can only see it through a microscope. There are many different types of cells, and all organisms are made up of cells. An organism is any living thing that maintains vital life, and you may see hundreds of organisms in a day. Each organism contains cells. There are some organisms that are just one single cell, like an amoeba. Most plants and animals are made up of a huge number of cells. Plants and animals have many different cells with many different jobs. Different types of cells work together to carry out functions to keep the organism alive. Cells must communicate with each other. Okay, an organelle is a specialized part of a cell that has a specific function. We're going to talk about all of those. Every cell is surrounded by a thick covering called a cell membrane. The cell membrane protects the cell, holds its contents together, and controls what goes in and out of the cell. It protects the inner part of the cell, the skin. This is also known as the skin of the cell. As you can see on your screen, the definition that they have is the thin tissue that forms the outer surface of the cytoplasm of a cell and regulates the passage of materials in and out of the cell. Now, the nucleus. Most cells have a nucleus. The nucleus directs the cell's activities. The cell's instructions are contained in the nucleus. Inside the nucleus are chromosomes, and chromosomes contain the information about the cell. Chromosomes tell each cell what to do and how to do it. DNA is a type of gene. Each person has 46 chromosomes. You get your chromosomes from your parents. Their definition is the organelle found in eukaryotic cells that contains genetic material responsible for controlling the activities of the cell. And right here they have the cell nucleus. Next we have the cytoplasm. It is located between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like material that contains chemicals that keep the cell healthy. This says the jelly-like material that makes up much of a cell inside the cell membrane and in eukaryotic cells surrounds the nucleus. Remember what I said about eukaryotic cells? They're in you and me because it's for humans and animals. Prokaryotic is the bacteria. Next we have mitochondrion. These are suspended in the cytoplasm. They are the, quote, powerhouses of the cell that releases energy from the nutrients into the cell. An organelle in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells that functions in energy production, the power factor of the cell. I've always heard it called the powerhouse. And it kind of looks like a jelly bean with some squiggles on the inside. And they're just floating around in the cytoplasm. Next we've got the vacuole. It stores water and food and nutrients and waste until it is released or used from the cell. And it's just that big old blue thing right there. The chloroplast makes food for the plant cell. It's a green organelle in plant cells, only plants. These are in only plant cells, and it converts light energy into chemical energy. Remember how we talked about photosynthesis at the beginning of the year? This is what's necessary for that. It's those green dots. Then we've got the cell wall, which surrounds the cell membrane of a plant to give structure and protection to the cell. It is only in plants. So, again, cell wall is around in here. You can't really, it's like the little shapes that you see, like I'm tracing around it. But it's only in plants. Animal cells do not have cell walls. So how are plant and animal cells different then? Animal cells have a cell membrane, a nucleus and chromosomes, cytoplasm, vacuole, and mitochondria. Plant cells have a cell membrane, nucleus and chromosome, cytoplasm, vacuole, and mitochondria just like the animal cell, but they also have a cell wall and chloroplast. So that's it for today. See you in class.